Welcome back to Connect Through Beauty. Today we are talking to Laura Senna, the operations manager at Lords and Ladies. And I love this conversation, guys. It is truly a dive deep into a career path that I know everyone can relate to, and kind of the journey that it takes you on and the things that you go through that you don't even expect. I absolutely adored this conversation, and I truly love getting to know this woman. She has been a part of our team for not too long, but it feels like forever. So listen in and enjoy. You have been on such a journey in your career life.
Yeah, for sure.
And you have come to us. And did you ever imagine yourself being in the beauty space?
No, I haven't, to be honest. And I don't know what I thought. My degree is in special education. So I guess I thought I'd work with kids. Like I love kids. Like I just adore them. So I always thought I'd work with kids. But my journey is just, I'm a very go with the flow, trust the process type person. So any opportunity that arose, I was like, okay, that's what I'll do next. And that's kind of how everything has always unfolded. So did I think I would ever be here? No. But I'm happy I am. And I think it's the right place to be.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because I feel like our society always puts this stamina on you. Like you have to, or stereotype really, that you have to have it all figured out. And
oh my God, yeah.
Be on some certain path and have all of these goals and what the next step is. And sometimes it's just kind of amazing to just let the process happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And let it go.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I love that.
Exactly.
So can you tell me about your career path journey?
Sure. It's kind of funny because I don't even know if I would say right out of college, I didn't even necessarily start with my career because I was pregnant my last year of college and I graduated in December and I walked, for graduation. And then the next week had my son.
Wow.
So, and that's my oldest. And I didn't, so I honestly didn't even think about a career, in college, my focus was sports. If you know me, you know I love sports. I'm passionate about athletics. And so that's really where my goals always was succeeding in sports and really had nothing to do with my future, which I don't know if that's a good thing. But so when I got out of college and now I have a newborn son, so I just waitressed because I could make my own hours and I loved the people I was working with. And obviously then after, I don't know, maybe a few months, I was like, okay, it's time to do something. So I somehow got connected with somebody, which is how all of my things have started. And I started to do what's called therapeutic staff support workers. So we would go into homes with children with special needs, whether it was mainly autism, kids on the spectrum, some just with some behavior challenges. So we'd go in and work with those families. And then from there, I got connected with a school and then started working in a school with this big tutor position that they had with all the testing that goes on in schools. And I liked that. I think the only reason I stopped that was the next year around the position was no longer available. It was a state funded thing and it was no longer available. So then I was kind of okay, now what? And I don't remember how this started, but then I started coaching at Kutztown University, track. And I ran track there, so I'm sure I was somehow connected with the coach, and he knew that I was looking for a job. So that's really where I focused. But, I didn't think, you asked me, did I ever see myself in the beauty industry? I probably thought, I could make a career out of coaching. But then when I was, going to seminars and things, I didn't feel, really alive and inspired. I loved coaching. I loved watching the kids grow, but I don't know if I saw growth there. So then again, the assistant track coach said to me, hey, I saw that this store downtown is hiring. It's called Sorelli, which is a high-end costume jewelry store. Started in the town that we were in. And I was like, okay, cool. So I did that on the side. just as a part-time associate. And then that evolved. I was there for 8 years, moved into management. I ended my career there doing a lot of analytics, inventory management, and working with the big national accounts. So like Amazon, TJ Maxx, Bloomingdale's. So I got to do a lot of that. So that was fun. Yeah. And so there I was 8 years later, and I think I was ready for a change. And a girlfriend I knew said, hey, I know of a position. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll interview. So I interviewed, and my next career move was Burke's Plastic Surgery, where I took on marketing and also patient coordinator. So the patient coordinator works alongside all the surgery patients. You're kind of like their best friend from the first phone call all the way through to their surgery. So it really involved learning a lot about plastic surgery. I mean, obviously, having an understanding of some medical things was important, which I had no background in. So that was interesting. So I did that for 3 years. And then sure enough, I get a phone call, probably, oh my gosh, it must have been 4 or 5 months ago, from my friend Rebecca, who you know. And she said, I have the perfect job for you. I have the perfect job. And when I read the job description, I was like, wow, nothing ever felt so right. And it felt like the job description was written just for me. And so I interviewed, and here I am at Lords and Ladies as the operations manager.
I know. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, the moment that you've walked in, it feels like you've been here forever. I mean, really, truly has been feeling like the whole thing just fits and it works.
Absolutely.
And, but isn't that cool? Like, your journey has led you here. And
absolutely.
everything that you've learned and everything that you've gone through really gave you a lot of the tools to be in this position that you're in now.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And, I truly feel like I have gone through a whole journey too. And I think looking back, you're so in the moments, you know, the moments that are changing and constantly evolving, you're like, why is this happening? And then all of a sudden you look back and you're like, oh my God, it makes sense. It all makes sense. I love that.
Yeah.
So, you know, coming into this position, being in the beauty industry now, prior to coming in, what were you thinking? And now has your mind changed or anything different from what your thoughts were originally?
Well, I mean, 2 things come to mind. Number 1, I guess you're not supposed to get your shampoo and conditioner at the grocery store. I guess there's like better quality stuff. So that was like, oh yeah.
Oh my God,
okay.
I love that.
Yeah, so that was kind of like week 1. I was like, ooh, I better go get different stuff because if they find out what I'm using. So that, but no, honestly, that's kind of just being funny. But seriously, the number 1 thing that I'm like, holy moly, I didn't realize how successful someone can be in this industry.
Yeah.
Had I known, I don't know if I could have ever done what our stylists do, our estheticians. I don't think I have that in, like, I just don't know if I could, but I never knew.
Sure.
And I think about our, you know, growing up, like even going to Votech wasn't a big thing. Like in the school, I grew up in a very, an urban area. I guess our school district was more like lower to middle class, right? So Votech was like the thing to do if you weren't going to college. But if you thought you were going to college, you would never think of Votech.
Yeah.
And I always think, wow, that's so a shame. Because again, I don't think I would have done it, but like I look at my sister who loved hair, loved makeup, all those things, but that never crossed her mind to do that. And to see how successful and what an amazing career these women have. And, you know, I see women my age, you know, out in the salons who are working 3 or 4 days a week and they have flexibility and they get to do their job and go home. And, while I love the position I'm in, I don't have that luxury. And I think that, wow, that is so cool. And it's a shame that I didn't know that, but I don't know how many people do, you know? So that's probably the biggest for sure. For sure.
I want to tag on that. I feel like, you know, even myself, when I was in high school, I went to beauty school, but I didn't go to Votech.
Yeah.
And when I was in high school, I feel like it just wasn't a thing. It wasn't talked about. And I played a lot of sports, so I did want to be with my team and, you know, your spirit days and everything like that, which are important. But being in the schools now, what I do, it is amazing.
I'm sure.
I mean, really, it really it's amazing. Even like the health department, they earn credits if they want to go into college then.
Wow.
Like college credits, and
Yeah.
then they can transfer right into college, and
Yeah.
they're always like a step ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, it just really is a huge building stone or building block.
Absolutely. Well, and
their
now, like, I
career.
didn't realize VOTEC is so, I don't know if diverse is the right word. It's expanded so much. Like, back when I was in school,
It has.
I thought it was like cosmetology, but I wasn't even that hyper aware. I thought of it more of like, I don't know how to, like,
Mechanics.
working, yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, working with your hands very specifically, like, more, like, working on cars or building things or
Sure.
electric stuff.
Yeah.
But now, like, there's everything. Like,
It's
I
everything.
made my son go to the open house thinking, like, oh, he's going to have this aha. I was hoping he was going to be like, yeah, this is what I want for my life. And I know exactly where I'm going. And he told me he was really bored. So it didn't turn out the way I thought it would. However, you know, like, it was still cool. Like, there's engineering and there's, I mean, it's wild. It's wild.
There's so many things. Digital marketing. I mean,
Yes.
so many
Everything.
things. Yeah, I know. I walk into a VOTEC and I'm just, every time I'm there, it's amazing. And it really does keep evolving. And the teachers there really believe in building them and building their careers. So
That's awesome.
It is really cool. But yeah, I agree with you. I feel like the awareness is like something that is lacking, but it is getting better.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So what challenges have you gone through in your life that, like, if you could think back to something that you went through maybe to get out of your comfort zone, and maybe it was something that you weren't thinking in the moment was going to be life-changing, but really is, and now it's impacted you?
I mean, I've gone through, there's a lot. We could grab a glass of wine and talk about a lot of things. Like, probably like way too deep and heavy. So I don't think we have to go there. I won't go too deep right now, but like, we've been through some things for sure.
Yeah.
In our family and things like that. But especially on a professional level, and those personal things have absolutely made me the person I am.
Yeah.
Without those deep things and those, I guess, what we'd call darker things.
Yeah.
I absolutely wouldn't have the outlook I have on my life, and I wouldn't be the positive Polly that people call me. But as far as being, if I think about being outside my comfort zone, though, honestly, like when I started at Burke's Plastic Surgery, I thrive on doing good work, right? Like, I thrive on contributing and being a key player. And I mean, I was like that in sports. Like, I never was going to be a bench person, and there's nothing wrong with that. Those people are important.
Right.
But for me, I just wanted to be the best, and it wasn't the best against everyone else, but the best of myself. Like, I always wanted to reach my fullest potential. And I'm the same in my career. So, I mean, even when I was a waitress, I wanted to be so good at what I did. When I worked at Dick's, I wanted to be so good at what I did. Like, it everything I've ever done, I wanted to be the best. And when I got to Burke's Plastic Surgery, I went from working at Sorelli for 8 years, where I really knew the ins and outs. I knew the history. I knew everything. I knew the customer. I knew it all. And I don't mean that in like a prideful sense. That was important to me, and that's how I do well. So going to Burke's Plastic Surgery, where I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had no aesthetics background, so like they have a med spa as well. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about Botox filler. I knew all like the wrong, like, oh, you know, can you put Botox in your lips? No, but I thought you could. Or like the difference between a tummy tuck and liposuction, and all the medical things. Like, you know, obviously there's health conditions that would prevent you from moving forward with surgery. I didn't know about any of that. It was so overwhelming, and I was so uncomfortable for so long. But then I got a point where I got it. And having that experience, because I would say it was at least the first year where I was like, this is so challenging. Like, I'm constantly having to rely on other people. But it taught me that I can learn anything, and I can do anything, and I can succeed in anything I do. It might not be instantaneous, but I will get it. Like, I will learn, and I will be able to adapt. And that was that was good. That was a really
Yeah.
cool experience. And I probably feel that a little bit now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about hair. Like, I just now can tell you the difference between a balayage and a highlight. And I kind of know the difference between a full highlight and a partial highlight. But that's okay. Like, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not hired to know those things anyway.
Right.
I'm hired because of my experience in customer service, retail, analytics. So that's what I'm here for. But like, it's okay. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to not know. I'm going to learn. So I don't know, that's cool. But I mean, there's still days where I'm like, gosh, I feel so like, I don't want to say the word uncomfortable, but it is kind of like when you don't, I like to know and I don't know. You just got to be okay with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you're growing.
For sure.
Right? And you're staying in it.
Yeah. You have to like immerse yourself in it.
Right. But so many people and so frequently run away from that feeling.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
trust me, like at Burke's Plastic Surgery, I wanted to quit like the first month because I was like, I can't, this is crazy. I can't do this. And I'm glad I didn't because I would have never had that experience.
Right.
And I met some amazing people. You know, it's just amazing. It's amazing when you like kind of push through that discomfort.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love this.
This is so great. This is how everyone should start their morning.
Absolutely. We're going to do it every morning. How's that?
Every morning.
How's that sound?
I'm down. I'm so fine with that.
Okay, so I want to know, like, you know, for me, I wake up every morning and I have a routine. What's your routine?
Okay, well, I don't have one anymore, but I would love one.
Okay,
I believe
love
in
that.
routine, but I believe in things. Like, there's things I know are good for me. Generally, in the morning, I am doing some sort of either meditation,
I love it.
journaling,
Yeah.
some sort of spiritual practice. I have, like, a million daily devotional books. Like, all that stuff, right? So I generally do that. I do like to start my morning with a bath if I can.
I love that.
Yeah, because I'll just sit in the tub and do those things.
And to be by yourself.
Yes.
And just have that moment of like,
Correct. That's right. So because I have 2 kids, I like quiet time, and usually my youngest wakes up at the same time. So physical activity is really important to me, but it's evolved my priorities there. You know, even several years ago, it was all about being as fit as I can be, having a 6-pack, looking good in bikini. And now it's shifting. It is slowly shifting to wanting more just overall wellness. So not just physical, but mental, emotional, spiritual. Like, all that has to work together for me. I can't speak for that.
I am the same way.
Yeah.
Listen, I hear you when you say that.
Yeah.
It's a journey to get there.
Yep.
But how amazing is that feeling to know, like, I need to be, like, completely whole.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and not just focus one energy into one thing.
Well, and we can all, I was guilty of this, like using exercise almost as an escape, not using it in a positive way, using it to fulfill something, that I wasn't ready to deal with, or like if I looked better, maybe I would feel better. That's like not really true. Like that's not the thing, because guess what? When I'm like 75, I'm not going to be able to look like it's fit. So I got to be okay with that.
Yeah.
So, but I don't have a routine, but like the things that I try to prioritize in the morning are definitely those kind of practices. But I like to get to the office early.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. And I've been allowing myself to sleep in. Like, I used to want to get up at 5. Now I let myself sleep till like 6:30.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. I beat myself up constantly if I'm, pushing the snooze button and it's 5:15 and now it's 5:30 and oh my gosh, my body could just lay here a little bit longer. And to just say that's okay is huge.
It is. It is. I mean, my goal is to get back to getting up earlier. But I will say, like, my husband and I, we ended up having COVID. Oh my gosh, I think December? I don't even remember. But it was why, like, I still, as far as exercising intensely, it's just not where I'm at. Like, I physically don't feel the same. So that's okay.
Yeah.
But I've been doing a lot of reading on, like right now I said my husband's not doing it with me, but I'm doing a gut health program. And today's day 4.
I love this.
But they talk about how prioritizing rest, which has never been a thing for me, is so important. And I'm like, okay, for the next 4 weeks, I am going to prioritize resting. And my exercise might only be a mile walk. And that's okay, because right now my focus is on restoring my health and my energy and not being the fittest. And that's okay, right? Yeah. And so it's kind of cool. And then, I want to get back to, I think early morning rising is good. But you have to be patient with yourself.
Yeah, and giving yourself grace when you go through those moments. And I think we all go through seasons in our life,
sure.
I know that what you're saying, I can totally relate with because I try to beat myself up over the littlest things.
Yeah.
And what I'm focusing more on is the grace and the ability to just kind of say, that's okay.
Isn't that interesting? Because we do these things. We set these goals. We journal, we meditate maybe we're into praying, maybe we're into exercise. We do these things because they're good for us, right?
Sure.
And maybe because we love ourselves and we want to do right by ourselves. But when we slip, then we beat ourselves up. Well, that's not very loving.
Right.
Right? Like that's not loving yourself at all.
No. Right. 100%.
So now this thing that was supposed to be positive actually has turned kind of negative in your life. And I think it's really important to be aware of that.
Absolutely. The more aware you are of when those feelings come up, I think you finally have gotten to the place where you need to be.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
Can really focus your energy on where it should be. So I know you brought up that you have 2 boys.
I do. Yes, I do.
So how do you do it all?
I don't. I think I'd be silly to say I do. Like we don't. I do in the sense, like I think my kids they're pretty cool. Like they're really well-rounded kids. They're fun to be around. They're nice human beings. You know what I mean? But like we don't sit down every night for dinner. Our house is usually a little bit messy. I'm late to everything. Like I refuse to put on a facade like I've got it all together. Like we miss every deadline for every like sign up. Like it's gotten to the point where my kids, like the soccer league that we're in, the director of the league just automatically enrolls my son into the next season because he knows I'm going to never do the sign up.
I love it.
And then I just mail him a check or hand him a check when I see him. Like, which I'm not proud of, but my point is we are doing the best that we can. I will say, obviously, we have a very strong support system. My parents are very supportive. My dad will definitely help out with driving our son here and there if we need it. Yeah. And then my twin sister lives super close. She lives 4 minutes away. Oh. So she'll help out a lot with our little one because she has 2 little ones. So they can always play. Yeah. And my husband, his job is very flexible. So he does a lot for our kids as far as, cooking and getting them off the bus and making sure they're where they need to be. But yeah, I mean, like my son, he's 14, right? And his 14-year checkup, your physical.
Yeah.
So his birthday's in December. So we should have had it this December, but it's because I've like missed it so many times. His checkup's not until like October. So soon his he's going to be a whole year behind. And the doctors just like laugh, like they're fine. But we just do the best we can. And we're okay with that. Like I'm not trying to be perfect.
Absolutely. But you're also showing your kids an example of you don't always have to have it together, but we are always working on, getting the priorities to be where they need to be.
Right.
I love that. And they're in a lot of sports too, right?
A lot. Yeah. I mean, our youngest, he's only 7, so he does basketball and soccer and it follows the season. So that's manageable. Our oldest, he loves sports. So this year we tried travel soccer, travel basketball, and it was kind of all happening at the same time. So we're on like the tail end of everything now. So it's starting to feel more normal. But yeah, like sports is like, that's where it's like, we just love it. We just love it. I believe in youth sports. I think it's such a cool thing, and it's not just about these kids being great athletes. That's not really what it's about. The coolest part is watching the relationships they build, watching these kids improve push themselves out of their comfort zones. I mean, the life skills that I see them learning, I think it's invaluable.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really teach that.
You can't.
And that, I know, when you were explaining how you were so into sports, and I can relate to that, I was too. You do learn a ton about yourself.
Absolutely.
Because, you're around and surrounding yourself with all of these amazing people, and you want to be better too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool because you're elevating yourself a lot, but also at the same time, getting all of these amazing skills for life, which I love.
Absolutely.
I know our girls are enrolled in travel field hockey this year.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So that will be new for us. I'm very excited. That's
field
what
hockey.
I did.
Me too.
Oh, get out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was like my
Yes.
main thing up until
Me
college.
too.
College, then I
Me
just
too.
split between that and track.
Yes.
Oh my
That
God.
is amazing.
That is
No, I
amazing.
love, and
We'll have to talk about this more.
I know. I love that they love field hockey.
Ugh.
I mean, so they.
I'll never have a field hockey player. I've had to just settle for soccer and basketball with boys.
Listen, I'll give you their schedule and you can come to their games.
That's fine. I'll be there. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I love it too. It's really cool. They've been doing a lot of clubs and stuff like that, and now it's time for the real deal. So I'm so excited.
So are they? They're not on the same team though.
They will be.
Really?
Yes.
That's nice.
They're very close. They're 17 months apart.
Yeah.
So I could go either way,
Sure.
right? So this year, because it was the first year, I was like, we'll just do it together, and then we'll see how it goes.
I am so excited for them.
I know, me too.
Oh,
I
good.
can't wait. So, okay, so I want to know this. So where do you see yourself focusing in the next year? Where do you
here to Lords and
specifically
Ladies?
here to Lords and Ladies, and personally too? How where do you see yourself focusing the next year on?
So the next year for me personally here at Lords and Ladies, obviously is I'm really in a place of learning. I want to learn everything. I want to learn all about the history of Lords and Ladies. I want to learn from everybody because everybody's perspective is different.
Yeah.
And I think that's really key. And so the more I can learn, the better I'll be able to serve Lords and Ladies, quite honestly. Part of my job is to really, I don't know if systemize is the right word, but streamline things so that we can recreate the Lords and Lady culture, the Lords and Ladies Foundation as we continue to grow with our franchises.
Right.
So my role is huge in making that happen. But as you know, so many people here at Lords and Ladies specifically have grown up here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we also need to be a place and want to be a place where people don't necessarily have to grow up. They can still come into the culture and learn the culture because the culture is what's so great.
Yeah.
What is so great about this place. And so what I see often, or what I've been seeing a lot of, is you have what you guys call these OGs, right?
Yeah.
The people who've been here forever. And they have all the knowledge and all the wisdom. So I feel like it's my job to get that knowledge and get that wisdom and put it down on paper. And put it down in a way that's digestible.
Yeah.
So we can share that with everybody. Because this isn't just for those people. This is for everybody. Because you guys, and that's what I do love about Lords and Ladies. And I feel like the purpose and the mission outside of serving the community, right? And obviously the beauty is using beauty to serve others. That's so cool.
Yeah.
But what I love is that I feel like we're serving the staff. We are giving them a foundation to be successful.
Oh my gosh.
A girl can come in at 18 and she's on a career path. She doesn't have to take my career path of here, there, and everywhere. She has one. And here's the tools, and this is how you can be successful. That is so cool. But I want to help be a part of making it so organized and take any guesswork out of it. Here it is. Here's the plan. This is all you have to do, and you're going to be successful. Right. So, I mean, it's really about building the relationships with those right now for me these first couple months. and then really working to get that stuff down on paper.
It's amazing. I love that. I mean,
Yeah.
there really is so much history. And,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I honestly could cry to think about like all of the years that we've spent together. You know, you're talking about the OGs and just looking back for myself, I've been here for 17 years and that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of growth.
Yep.
A lot of growth.
Yeah.
And it's been truly amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's never been a moment where I felt like I haven't grown.
Yeah.
You know, certainly always ups and downs in everything that you do, and that's always going to be normal. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that I love to talk about. I'm like, nothing is perfect.
No.
Nothing is going to be smooth. But it's all in how you handle the hard.
Yeah.
And getting
absolutely.
through the hard.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden, you're growing through it, too.
Yeah.
So that's the coolest thing. And I love that we connect on that and we all can do that together.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And for a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
And that's really to be, you know, to really get the whole thing, to get that out to the community that we are more than just a stylist.
Yeah.
We are more than just an esthetician or a massage therapist. We actually do so many things.
Yeah.
And can really make a ton of money.
Yep.
A huge career out of it.
Absolutely.
And I want everybody to know that.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, and make a huge difference, right? Like,
Yeah.
that phrase, and I think I even used it earlier when I was just discussing my career path, but saying just a stylist, right?
Yeah.
Nobody is just a anything.
Right.
Nobody.
No.
It doesn't matter if you're a waitress or a hostess
Sure.
or an assistant in the salon. Nobody's just a anything. The amount of people, our stylists and our estheticians, our injectors, that they're touching every day, our front desk, the amount of people you are interacting with and have the opportunity to enhance their day in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Like, it's simple. It is so simple. Our opportunity to serve the community just by being kind and loving. Mm-hmm. And, P.S., transforming the way they look and helping them to feel their best. Like, how cool.
It's like the icing on the cake.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like what's amazing, like, in the positions we're in, because we're not directly working with the client. I do love, like, going, we talked about this yesterday, I love going into the salons because I do get to see the clients, and that's so fulfilling for me.
It really is.
Like, especially in this industry, and I don't know if what I'm seeing is a lot of young girls start here, right? Mm-hmm. And guys, right? It's not a place where, now somebody can come in my age and start being a hairstylist, right? It can happen, and that's cool. Mm-hmm. But it's so neat that we are getting younger people right out of high school, and it's almost an opportunity to mentor these people. Oh my gosh.
It really is.
And what I love is I think about our values.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think about how our culture needs more of the values that we hold here.
Yes.
And we are giving these to these younger stylists, and that's so cool. We're giving them a foundation for being great professionals, but great people.
Absolutely. I mean, we talk about this a lot. When you are a service provider, you're giving so much of yourself, right?
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I mean, that's a lot of your job. 80% of it is who you really are, right? So I feel like when we can give them the tools to fill themselves back up, that's really unspeakable.
For sure.
Because they're not just cutting hair. Right? They're like the therapist.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And they're going home with all of that heaviness.
Yes.
And when we can think about, like, I can put myself in that car driving home and crying or just like digesting the day.
Yeah.
And God, that was a lot. But like, we give them the tools to say, okay, that was a lot. And now I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to move on to my next thing, or my, going home. I'm not going to bring that home. Right. I'm not going to walk in the door with that, and vice versa. I'm not going to walk into the salon with those things. But that's so important to me. And I know it's so important to all of us here, which I love that.
Right.
Because that employee is so important, and their heart and their mind and their soul is so important. And that's just how you grow, and that's how you become the the best version of yourself.
Absolutely.
And to be as successful as you want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Love that. Okay, so I know we're kind of like coming down to the end, but I want to ask you like a fun question.
Okay.
So tell me, like, close your eyes, think about like the best perfect day you possibly could have.
Okay. I think it's so uneventful.
I love that.
Because my life is so busy some days.
I love that.
What would a perfect day be like? So still I'd like to wake up earlier than the kids, but getting enough sleep for myself where I could do my things. Like I could journal and sip a cup of coffee and it's just so quiet. Yeah. And then beyond that, I mean, you know what? First of all, I think it's important to say a perfect day, the house would be clean. Because then I wouldn't have that weighing on me. Yeah. So the house would be clean and there would be no technology or TV in the house. I don't mind TV as much. The technology drives me nuts with the kids.
Yeah, it does.
So then I won't have to worry about that battle. So I'd like to start my day like that. And then from there, just a slow morning. And I wouldn't mind. We could go to like a sporting thing, like maybe watching one of the kids do something. That would be great because we do love that. So going to one of their games, I wouldn't mind. And then from there, just doing anything, like my husband and my 2 kids. Because I have a big family, and so we do a lot together with my family. So a lot of times it's not just the 4 of us. And because we're always doing sports, so we're always around people. So when it's just the 4 of us, it's so nice. Like we could go grocery shopping, the 4 of us, and I'm happy.
I love that.
So just something like that. We could go hiking, or we could go to like a baseball game or something, because stuff like that I love, because then my boys and my husband interact so, like they talk so much, and my boys love asking dad questions about the sports and the things and why they do that, and well, what do you think about that, and who's the best at this. And I mean, sports has really, brought them closer together. So something like that. Maybe we'll go out to dinner or cook out on our back porch.
Yeah.
Whatever, as long as it's easy and we're together. And then I'd want to end the day, something nice and quiet. Maybe a glass of wine and reading a book.
That sounds so perfect.
I feel like I sound like such an old person.
No, when you're describing this, I actually can feel myself in that moment. Like, wow, that sounds so good. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah. I love, there's nothing better than just quality time with your family. I mean,
absolutely.
Honestly. And I love that in our positions now, I feel like we really can balance that out.
Yep.
And for myself, I know that you have totally been finding that space for yourself as well.
Absolutely.
The balance is so nice.
It really is.
To be able to be who you want to be at home and who you want to be here.
Yep.
It's the best.
Absolutely.
It's so awesome.
I totally agree.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for doing this.
You.
I mean, I honestly loved this so much. I feel like we could continue on and on. You really bring so much value to this team.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy that you're here.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here.
And I just adore you, and I love this whole thing. So let's continue this.
Absolutely.
Let's make this like a segment, maybe. Okay. Like we just a series.
Think that's great.
I will love that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ashley.
Oh my gosh, guys, that was so good. The one thing that really hit me on this one was the path. Like we're always trying to stay on a path that, maybe someone else thought that we should be on, right? And like kind of, going and following a path that maybe like wasn't really for you. And when we kind of let those things go and we just kind of let things happen, it's amazing what evolves. And it's so awesome that Laura is a part of our team, a part of the beauty industry. It just feels so right. And, that might be you too. You might be listening to this and thinking, oh my gosh, like, I have always wanted to be in the beauty industry. I've always saw myself doing that. And maybe you're like doing something completely different. It is never too late to change. It is never too late to start following the path that you want to go down. So just remember that and keep that in the back of your mind. Like, recheck in with yourself. Is this where I want to be? You know, it's so good for you, for your soul, to be on the path that you truly want to be and following your dreams. If that's you and you want to be in the beauty industry and you want to learn a little bit more, please reach out. I'm always here to talk. Keep staying connected, and we will be talking soon.